is the gains he made this year as a shot maker were extreme. We did not see this type of brilliance in terms of his shooting ability in high school.
His length has been disruptive at the defensive end of the floor as well.
And you know, the biggest thing with Bob Miller is the one thing that we,
in relation to the competition,
what did I say wrong? I said if he could shoot. He's not a lottery pick because he can't shoot.
It's a kind of a double-edged sword. I mean, we can go back to John Morant in 2019, and John Morant was as healthy as it can be at Murray State, and then he came into the league, and there was the durability. There was no issues with durability, and now
to that aggressiveness. There is times when he's out on the floor where he just seems to be disengaged and a little bit passive. That has not been the case this afternoon.
How much fun has it been to be with Adai and Morez and knowing you've got that title in your hands? And hey,
it was important for Chicago. There's a difference between picking at 9 and picking at 4 in this year's draft, and getting somebody at 9 would have been really good. But now,
and you're talking about the Western Conference. Cameron Boozer, when he catches the basketball, in my opinion, to your point, Caleb Wilson could be a superstar. And I don't know.
Saying my name, I think I'm going to be already full of tears, completely crying. You know, I'm going to try to get around the table, hugging everybody before I lose my mind. But, man.
People are comparing him to Kevin Garnett, right? And so with
Gillespie, they hit the last 30 seconds of this first half. Here comes Emanuel Sharp, over 100 wins as a Houston Cougar. Abel lines it up.
Best ability is availability. Not playing games is the reason why Daryl Morey's out of a job. Because at the end of the day, when you bring in players in an organization and
I think AJ's the safer pick. I think he's a better fit with Washington's roster, although I think you just have to take best available at that high in the draft. How about that block? Wow.
I would say yes. I think this is more pressure than a game. I feel like in a game it's a lot more free-flowing. It's easier to go through.
I want to ask you about your two teammates, because we were saying before you came on the broadcast,
we all knew how great he was. The nation did, but I feel like it was undersold a little bit.
Well, he was also eclipsed of what the other freshmen in the class were doing with AJ DiBonsa and Jalen Williams, of course, helped himself all the way to the lottery. Cedric Howard last year. So I love seeing players that really come out.
Well, they're always nervous, both fan bases. They want to beat the heck out of each other.
I'll say this, though. The thing about Duke is they got plenty of guards back there. So they want.
It was on the menu at the Slumber Suites. But I'll tell you what. I think a little bit of the discourse nationally.
You look at that high school film, it's going to make it hard for the Washington Wizards to decide whether they're going to draft AJ DiBonsa or Darren.
How do you address, Bob, I'm asking you this. You inherit, as a general manager, a roster that has handcuffs, right? How do you navigate that with expectation?
Pierce was looking for Mitchell. Good deflection, though. Thornton got his hands on it. And now a foul on the other end.
It's translatable, and it might be a little bit different than what their role was in college basketball, so this gives them a different context.
Well, keep an eye on Malik Brown.
Be playing together, and their agent can now say, hey, listen, maybe you should go back to school. And let's not forget, oftentimes there are deals made.
Yeah.
And the agents, actually, some of the agents make more money if the kid goes back.
5-second difference between shot and game. 7 on the shot clock. Conwell, the Louisville product, guarded by Sharp. Elite guard matchup, down to 2. Conwell, he is fouled.
Big, long, physical, playmaking lead guard who could create for himself and others. So you take that guy we knew in high school, you combine it with the shot making we saw this year, and that's why I think if everything else is the same, if there's no issues with durability or anything else, I think it's possible he's got the highest upside in this draft.
When you switch defensively, you got a 6'8" guy standing up to another 6'8" guy in comparison to 6'2" guy standing up to him.
But because he's 6'8", could he not play off ball with Darius? Could they not match up?
Work. It's great. You know what happens here? A guy plays well out here. You know what happens? Now it becomes the deep dive.
Yep.
Right? Now it becomes like we say, oh, yeah, he's moving. No, he's not moving up. He's moving up to the point where he's going to get evaluated.
Joel Embiid in the first round, and then when we get to the second round, the availability issue certainly kind of rears its head again.
I'm going to tell you guys.
That's the biggest thing I think the Sixers moving forward is having a leadership and a voice that has full alignment, right? So Bob Myers comes in.
A fit with the guards. We talked about fit in front court. We talked about needs. They're two totally different players. Caleb Wilson and Cam are two totally different players.
For the season and certainly in the playoffs.
Yeah, I feel like we got a resilient group, a group that really meshed well together. That's a young group as well that's growing and developing together.
I don't know. Like, my parents helped me with it a little bit. I helped me with it. I am going to have pictures on the inside. I really like the pictures, you know, of my journey and everything like that. But it's a mixture, you know. I mean, you know,
it's much more of a decision to be made at 3 than there is at 4. Just one pick away.
Yeah. Well, you got to remember, the analytics, the models, too, are also really going to love Boozer. His production.
Running a lot of the combine activities this week.
Two great guys, and I'm proud to call them NBA and NBC teammates as well. Doing a wonderful job on that side. Brazil is off. Yesterday, Ryan Comwell with shorts. Tip-back doesn't go.
Also 5 assists and 2 steals.
Great hoop in Memphis.
You know, we have the first game on the NBA app is Jamal Crawford's son, J.J. Crawford, who is unbelievable. The opportunity to transfer to Tennessee and play basketball there. So he said it was meant to be. I always loved the game of basketball. And Jordan Smith Jr. So he is a winner. He is a connector. You talk about his comp being Kevin Love.